Yeah. So here we are.
Speaking of being cheap, I think we should start off with this topic.
Okay.
The Denver Nuggets. Speaking of being cheap, I think we start with the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, they had a very big day yesterday. What are we? I think the playoffs start what in 7 days. They fired Mike Malone and they
The
fired
play in,
the
the
GM.
play in, play in
The
starts in
play
seven
is hard
days.
7 days. Shit, that might be where the Nuggets headed to. They ain't that far away from it, and they lost 4 straight games. And I don't know if they're gonna win some more, considering that they gets fired their coach.
It was a player mutiny. I'm not worried
They
about it.
also fired the GM too.
It was a
Coach,
player. It was a player mutiny. I'm not mad at it.
coach and the GM.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot going on. I think that obviously when you look at some of the decisions that the Denver Nuggets have made over the past, really since they won a championship. Granted, their NBA did change the rules when you had a second apron. Also, it's Denver. It's not the biggest market in the world. But you look at the guys they lost, right? They lost very key pieces pretty much every single offseason, right? Like obviously Indiana swoops in and gives Bruce Brown a 2 for 20. Denver obviously didn't have a chance to match that. KCP, the Magic come in and give
I
KCP a
don't like
deal.
the thought process of they couldn't match it. They could have matched all of it. They
No,
didn't want
they couldn't
they
match
didn't
what
want
Bruce
to go
Brown
into
did.
no, they didn't want to go into the luxury tax.
Fair.
This is
That's
all
why I
about
said
them not wanting to pay luxury tax.
that's why
So
I said they were being cheap. That's why I said we should start the show with them being cheap. I think the Bruce Brown deal 2 for 20 was egregious. The KCP deal, I thought KCP was a very big part of that basketball team. It's unfortunate that they just let him walk like that. But you had Christian Braun in, you had guys that Calvin Booth, I think is his name, if I'm not mistaken, picked, and these draft picks haven't worked out. The backup center Najee, who they just paid 4 years to, he really can't get on the court. Some of the other rookies that they have, the directly draft picks that they have had, haven't been able to get on the court. Those guys just haven't been able to contribute the way that you would have wanted them to be able to contribute. So I
yeah,
think
and
Mike
and that was and that according to reports is
was
what
Mike
led
Malone too. Yeah.
between the friction between Mike Malone and the GM Calvin Booth. Calvin Booth wanted them to go more young and play more of the younger draft picks. I guess he was upset that Mike Malone decided to play Russell Westbrook over the rookie point guard that they just drafted or something like that. He wanted him to get more minutes. I forgot the name of the guy.
Pickett, I think it's Jaden Pickett or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So Booth, essentially wanted to go more younger, and develop the talent. Mike Malone was more focused on now, and Mike Malone, reportedly had, I mean, he said it out loud. He had a problem with guys not, really studying and in the words of LeBron James, minding the game and watching back their, tape from when they're playing. It's like being in the NFL, not watching none of your game film. That's kind of crazy. And then also the players in the locker room were reportedly frustrated with Mike Malone because they said that he would come down hard on everyone else, but wouldn't say anything bad about Nikola Jokic or Jamal Murray. He showed favoritism towards them. So I think it's interesting that he got fired, especially so close to the playoffs. But I think that the Luka trade really just it shined a light on how this is all, and even Steve Kerr alluded to it in the post game versus the Phoenix Suns, that the
It's a lot of
league
money
is
floating around.
basically about money, and that the NBA is a large conglomerate and corporation, and that's just really what it boils down to. You got a lot of guys, you got a lot of white guys that want to make a bunch of money. You know what I mean? Like literally, so that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna save money, cut for the luxury tax, and do whatever it is that they can to, save as much money as possible. But I also think that this paints the end of Nikola Jokic being a Nugget. I think that Jokic will either wind up in Chicago or he's gonna wind up in Los Angeles in the future. Remember, I said that.
I mean, I don't know. What if he does
On the
stay?
Lakers, he's not gonna stay.
What if he does?
I don't think he's gonna stay. I don't. If I'm Nikola Jokic, and he may or may not win his fourth MVP, but if I'm him, I'm like, yo, I'm 3 MVPs in. I won a ring. They're not they're saving money. They're not spending money. We're not gonna get better. You've said it numerous times. He's never played with another award winner on his team that was like current, other than Russell Westbrook, obviously. And Russ is in
It's
year
not that
what
version of Russell
18,
Westbrook
9.
anymore.
Yeah, it's in what year 18, 19 of his greatness. So it's not the same as it was before. So if I'm looking at the Denver Nuggets and the landscape of what they're doing, I really, in my truly in my heart of hearts, believe that the writing is on the wall for complete teardown and rebuild. I think you look at guys like Aaron Gordon; he's been good, but he's kind of getting to the point. Like, no, to me, they don't have any young, hot, identifiable star for the future that you can build around. You only have your 30-year-old, three-time, should be five-time MVP, and that's it. And
The
I think
problem
that this
is,
is a big problem for them, and they are going to implode, and they're going to send Jokic to the Lakers or send him to Chicago. Watch.
I
Because the
think
Bulls actually, I think, have enough young pieces to swap and picks in the future.
no, like if I'm the Bulls, if I'm number one, if I'm Jokic, what you would have to trade to get Jokic, you would literally gut the team, and then you would be back to playing with nothing. For what you would have to trade to get Jokic. I love the Jokic on the
That's
Bulls.
not true.
Hold on.
The Bulls are not
They
cap
no,
strapped.
it doesn't matter, bro. You would
What
have
do
to
you
gut
mean?
it. Number one, the Bulls historically have not been able to attract free agents. Is that fair to say? The
I don't
biggest
need
free
him to
agents.
be a free agent.
Hold on, listen. No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if you trade, bro, to get Jokic to Chicago, you're gonna have to give up. You gonna have to give up Kobe White, uh, everybody, and draft picks.
I'm about to do it right now. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm
You got to
listening.
give up Kobe White, pretty much everybody that you would be sending him there to play with. You would have to give up. I think the best route for Nikola Jokic is to just play this contract out. Again, some of the pieces that you have, right? Granted, you got Julius Strother, only played 1 year. We'll see. Peyton Watson in his second year. We'll see. Deron Holmes is a rookie. We'll see. We'll see if Jalen Pickett can bring something. Like we'll see if some of these other younger guys can bring something. I think that the main problem that the Nuggets have had, one is Jamal Porter is Jamal Murray has been hurt. Also, Michael Porter Jr., when you gave him that deal, has not become the player that you wanted Michael Porter Jr. to, in theory, become. He hasn't been a guy that can go out there and consistently give you 20 points a night. If Michael Porter Jr. was that guy and was better with the ball in his hands, I think that this Nugget situation would be a lot better. And again, also they haven't been healthy. I think the best role for Jokic, if he want to go to like a Chicago, because again, I don't think a lot of people know this, but Chicago has the biggest Serbian population. I think I don't want to say if it's in the world, but definitely in the U.S. outside of Serbia. So if he wants to come here, I think the best role for you coming here is to make sure the Bulls have their books clean and they just sign you. Because what you would have to give up to get Nikola Jokic, you would literally gut your team, and you would be in the same scenario. Shout out Carmelo Anthony, he just made the Hall of Fame. But do you remember when the Knicks traded for Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah.
When he could have just waited one more year and just signed there, but they traded all those assets for Melo. And the Nuggets actually won 50 games and made the playoffs. And then the Knicks signed all those old guys. And then that's why Melo's Knicks tenure, once them old guys was there for like 1 or 2 years, and they had that one good year, it went to hell. Because you had to give up so much to get him. So again, I think the main thing with the Nuggets is that just like let's look at the contracts they signed guys to. Jamal Murray, don't he have like 200 million? Don't know Jamal Murray got like 200 million?
I don't know.
I think Jamal Murray has 200 million. Let me look at Jamal Murray's deal. Jamal Murray has, I know Porter is 140. I think he's getting like 40 million a year. Yeah, Jamal Murray is getting basically, he signed a 5-year, $158 million deal. Like the man getting 36 this year, 46 next year, 50, 53, 57 in 28, 29. And Jamal Murray in the regular season hasn't played over total games. Jamal Murray hasn't played 70 games since 2020. 18-19 was the last time Jamal Murray has played 70 games. And you think this gonna get better as he ages? Michael Porter Jr. Like I said, that was you when you gave Porter Jr. that deal, you thought that he was gonna be a guy that can get you about 20 points. Porter Jr. has started at being a guy who's going to get you about 15, 16, and Jokic's going to have to help him get that 15, 16 because he's not going to be able to put the ball on the floor and rock out for real. And then Christian Braun, God bless his soul. I think he's came in and been better throughout the season, but he hasn't been KCP. Aaron Gordon has been a guy who has genuinely improved a lot. Aaron Gordon, he has improved his shot a lot. One of the main things that he was when he came to Denver, he couldn't shoot. He's shooting much better this season. I don't know what the stats say, but the eye test from when I just watched the games, he's shooting much better this season. So again, I think that this is just a team that's kind of in between two teams, and it's just unfortunate that you have Jokic, this all-time player, on a team that's kind of in between two teams, and again was never that good in the first place, which is why I don't think people were giving enough credence to what Jokic was doing, because his team was never that good in the first place.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. But let's see. I'm actually very, very close to trading Jokic to Chicago. It's like the difference is like a million, or like I'm looking at it. It's like I'm really close to it. I think I'm like $800,000 off, and like some kind of compensation in terms of, because the thing about the Nuggets is technically they are over the first apron, so they can't take back any money. But they also have a lot of players on their roster, and so do the Bulls, so you got to balance out them players. So I tried to put like the Wizards or something in there, but I am very close. I don't believe it's impossible to trade him. And the trade I got is send Jokic, Jalen Pickett and Spencer Jones to the Bulls, for Lonzo, Vucevic, Kobe White, Kobe Jones from the Wizards, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks.
That's not enough.
Yes, it is enough.
It's not enough.
What do you mean, bro?
You said who?
He's 30.
I don't give a fuck how old he is. That's not enough.
That is enough, bro.
That's not enough.
Luka just got traded for AD and fucking 1 pick.
He got traded for fucking Anthony Davis.
So what?
He got traded for another top 10 player. Look at the names that they
if you trying to get rid of this team, bro, and blow this team up, bro,
it's not enough.
Kobe White gonna have 1 more year on his deal. Vucevic gonna have 1 more year on his deal, and Lonzo gonna have 2 more.
Who the hell finna sign with Denver? I don't care if they got money left.
I literally just said you gotta destroy it and start again. I literally said that when I started my argument.
If you put Jokic on the open market, I think you can get more than what you just said.
I don't know. I'm being honest. I'm dead ass.
If you put Jokic on the open market, you can get more than what you just said.
Who's trading for him?
I think the list of people will be lining up. I think there's a list. I think every team in the league will at least take a call.
I'm not upset at that opinion.